since we've opened in June, we've seen around 140 patients, and around 30% of those patients are children, and most of those children have been under the age of 5. The majority of children's burns are scalds, caused by sometimes reaching up for the hot liquid and then getting it out of the microwave and pulling it down onto themselves, or just being interested in what mom or dad is eating or drinking and trying to grab for it and pulling it onto themselves. Maybe the pot handle on the stove is facing out, and so they'll reach up for it because they see mom do that. So they pull things down on them, and it causes an accident and quite a nasty burn. Scald burns in children and adults are preventable by doing simple things like facing the pot handles to the back of the stove, moving cups away from the edge of the table, moving coffee pots or cords away from the edge of the counter so that the cord cannot be pulled down and pulling the coffee pot down onto the child. And making sure that there's an area around the oven that the children know not to go into and to touch the oven door, to make sure that they, if we can, to keep them out of the kitchen while we're cooking, which isn't always possible, but to make sure they know that things are dangerous. Same with children in the bath. The parents need to actually test the water with their own hand first before they put a child in the bath. Often our water heaters are set too high. They should be set no higher than 120 degrees. Sometimes they are set higher, and then the child will accidentally turn on the hot water and can cause themselves a scald very quickly just by our own household hot water. So it's important to test the water and make sure that the temperature isn't too high in the water heater. If anybody suffers a burn, children or adults, the best thing to do is just put cold water on that burn and nothing else. Cold water for 15-20 minutes, cover it up, bring them to the hospital. And that's just covering it up with a clean dry sheet or a pillowcase and bringing them to some medical attention.